What's going on, guys? Salim, Jamari here, and I am so excited to be here today. We're going to be talking about something really important. First of all, I'm really sorry I'm hopping in here a little bit late. I've had some technical difficulties since yesterday. I had to reorder a new mic and a new camera. I thought that my mic was working earlier today, and it didn't, so I had to troubleshoot it. Anyways, we are here now. I'm sorry if you guys were waiting for a little while, but we're gonna dive right into today's live. And per your request, today we're gonna be talking about the value ladder. Okay, so what is a value ladder and how to use one to increase customer retention and sales without spending more money on advertising. Okay, so this idea of a value ladder is something that's been used for quite some time, but it's getting more popular with as online and digital advertising is becoming more mainstream. Okay, so basically a definition of a value ladder, if you guys aren't familiar with it, a value ladder is basically a method, right, of mapping out your products and services in an ascending model, meaning you kind of organize your product and services from the low ticket offer, from the cheapest price basically, to the highest one. Okay, and in business or anywhere in the world, there is exchange. Wherever there's exchange of money, there's also an exchange of value, right? Because money is a byproduct of delivering value to people. So for you guys as cryotherapy owners, you are providing tons of value for your clients by helping them recover better and by helping them feel good in their skin, by helping them with their cryo slimming, toning, whole body cryo, compression. That's the value that you bring to your clients. But in order for you to have a long-lasting relationship with your clients, you want to have a plan to build trust as you introduce your services in a non-risky way. So basically, when you map out your product or services from the low expensive one to the highest one, it's a way for you to kind of introduce your facility, your premise, your cryo center to potential clients in a non-risky way. And the way to do that is by having a clear value ladder. Okay, so basically, just to give you an example, so not long ago I took advantage of this crazy amazing offer with a dentist. Okay, and it was for a free teeth cleaning. Okay, you just have to sign up and make the appointment before a certain time, and then they give you teeth cleaning for free. I have never heard of this dentist. I've never even considered going to a dentist at that point, but when I saw the offer of a free teeth cleaning, I was very intrigued and curious to know about his practice. So I took advantage of that offer, and then I went in for a teeth cleaning. So now, if you would ask me to go and get a, let's say, for example, I needed a root canal, or I needed, some actual work done on my teeth, I would have never chosen a dentist that I've never worked with before. So the idea here is really hard to sell your high product, high services without introducing your clients or potential clients to your lower level services so they can actually trust you. And then from there, you move them up the value ladder. Okay, so let me go back to the story really quick, because this is going to come in really handy for you guys as we go through this live, because by the end of this live, you're going to be able to map out the entire value ladder for your business, and you're going to have a clear understanding on how to attract a large volume of people for the low end offer and how you can move them through your value ladder to increase sales and customer retention without spending money acquiring those clients again. Okay, so this is the beauty of a value ladder and when you have a clarity on it. So back to the story. I went in for teeth cleaning, right? And as soon as I got there, they greeted me, really clean, nice office, amazing energy. And I waited my turn. And then I see the doctor, right? And the doctor started, doing a little bit of, what's up, Tyler? What's up, man? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just getting started here. So I was telling the story about a value ladder and a dentist, okay? So basically, I got there, right? I took advantage of this amazing free teeth cleaning offer. And then I get there, and basically, I started to get introduced to the practice, to their people. They started building a relationship with me on a free teeth cleaning. And while he was doing his teeth cleaning, he noticed a few yellow spots. So he started asking me questions about, do you smoke? Do you drink coffee? Do you floss? Do you this? Do you that? So basically, he was uncovering pain points and identifying things that I would need from him to move me to the next level of his service, right? So first of all, he attracted me with a free teeth cleaning. Okay, so that's number one. I'm gonna put it down here real quick so you guys get an idea of what it's like. So free teeth cleaning, that's number one. Okay, that's the low end offer that you attract a large volume of people with. Okay, and then once he started talking to me there and asking me questions about whether I smoked or drink coffee, whether I floss or not, I was asking him, why do you do that? Like, okay, sure, I don't, this, that, but he did point out that I have yellow spots, and I freaked out because I wasn't, planning on doing any, whitening, but he told me that we could give you a special offer to take care of your whitening, and that would only be right now, then and there. So for me, he already built trust with me because I went in for a free teeth cleaning, and then he's the expert. He recommended something that I really needed. So now he's moving me to the next step of his value ladder, which is a whitening. Okay, and this one, obviously it's not free. So I'm getting a white teeth whitening per his recommendation. Okay, so this one is number two. We got a free, and this one is a little bit higher service level. So let's just say $97. Okay, the first one was free. The second one is at $97. And before the end of the session, I was already back in the front desk area, and I was making an appointment for a monthly checkup and an appointment for my whitening. Okay, so basically for this dentist, he did a great job at organizing his entire value ladder. So after the whitening, there is a retainer. Okay, so when you go in for monthly checkups, and then he has the higher service level, which is cosmetics. Okay, and bear with me here because this same exact framework, we're gonna dive deep into how to do one for cryotherapy. Okay, and once you have that clear understanding of what your value ladder looks like and how you can leverage it to increase sales by, inviting people to the next level of your service that you have to offer them, then you're gonna see an increased number in revenue and customer retention. People are gonna be coming back to you without even you spending more money to acquire them. Okay, so that was the story I wanted to share with you guys about a dentist who had clarity on how to organize his services through a value ladder. Okay, now what I want you guys to do today is to, pull out a sheet of paper and write down all the services that you have to offer. Okay, and do it from the cheapest to the highest. Okay, and I'm gonna do this exercise right here with you guys so you can just get a clear idea of how to get it done. Because a lot of time I see a lot of business owners wanting to, get customers for cryo T-shock or cryo slimming, and that cost, it's a higher ticket offer. So it's kind of hard to tell people, hey, come buy my $350 package right off the bat. But it's a lot easier to bring them in for a, whole body cryo first, like an introductory offer, or a free compression therapy, right? So that's one choice there. Whether you want to do a cheap 15 or 10, I would say $10 to $20 whole body cryo to get started with, and that would, you know, attract people, and you would get a lot of emails, a lot of phone numbers, and you would attract a large volume of people to your facility for a low end offer. So basically it's a $20, right? This one doesn't. $20, which is not that bad, right? People are going to be like, oh my God, this is a great offer. I'm going to take advantage of it. Just like I took advantage of the free teeth cleaning, right? So you bring people in for a low end offer, but you know that you're going to be organizing your value letter as such. You're going to have a $20 low ticket offer on the front end, right? And then you're going to have something called memberships or packages, okay, for the middle end of, or the mid level of the value ladder. You're going to have memberships plus packages, okay? So basically, when you attract the large volume of people, the goal is to bring them in here, get them introduced to your facility, build a relationship with them, and ask them questions about their life, about the changes they want to make. Okay, so basically I see a lot of business owners getting a lot of potential prospects and clients coming through the door, but they don't really make it about the prospect. Okay, they don't make it about the potential client. They make it about their own business, and they start telling them about what they have to offer, and it comes off as, we are just a brick and mortar, here, buy our stuff. But if you switch it around and you make it about the prospects, you make it about the clients, you ask them questions about their personal life, you try to build some rapport, you try to uncover pain points that they have, because every single human being, when they want to make a change, first you want to identify that change they want to make. Okay, you want to ask them questions about their past and their, you know, physics and what they want to achieve, what kind of change they want to make. Once you identify that change you want to make, then you start uncovering pain points. Why do you want to make that change? What's stopping you from doing that? You know, you basically create value around your product or service before you tell them about it. Because the more you talk about your business, the less you put your clients first, okay? And the goal here is to make it about your prospect. So once you identify the change they want to make, which is either going away from pain or moving towards pleasure, right? It's either one. Once you identify that, then you move a layer deeper and you ask them questions about, okay, what kind of change do you want to make? If they're asking you that they have stubborn fat they want to get rid of, then you recommend cryo slimming. If you see that they have chronic inflammation and you think that it's really hard for them to keep working out and exercising, then you are the expert, the cryo owner or your staff. They need to be trained in identifying these pains and recommending your service or product based on what they need. Okay, so it's a reverse psychology, a reverse mechanism, but it makes it all about the prospect. So if someone comes in, first of all, for a whole body cryo at $20, risk-free, they don't know you, but they are able to come and pay $20 and then, you know, get to experience what it's like to have a whole body cryo. Then you move to the next step, which is talking to them, building rapport, identifying their pain, and then ask about the change they want to make. And based on the change they want to make, you recommend your service. So we talked about losing fat. If this person comes in and they're like, oh yeah, this is amazing. Well, this is what I was looking to do. Maybe lose fat. I have the stubborn this, stubborn that. Well, you recommend cryo slimming, and you explain to them that they're going to need multiple sessions to get it done. And you have to come up confident in your services, because you are literally changing people's lives. So the more you believe in your product and service, the more they're going to be able to pay for it. And so when you identify that, okay, this person came in, I want to lose fat, you recommend cryo slimming, boom, you move them up to the next membership or package based on the service that they needed. Okay, in this case, we're going to do cryo slimming, because you heard the person needs and you recommended what they needed based off of that. Okay, and you are the expert. You have to come in as a doctor. Kind of like when the doctor tells me you have yellow teeth and you need to take care of it, you need immediate attention about that, and I'm gonna make it happen for you. We're gonna create an offer for you, and then you're gonna take care of it, and it's gonna be done. I can't tell the dentist, no, actually you're wrong, I don't want that. Of course not, because he's the expert and you are, and he is helping me, therefore I am more willing to listen to him. And exact same thing happens here, okay? So let's say one example, CryoSlimming, great. Okay, now you have a package or membership to recommend to them, and you make it clear that they're gonna need that in order to achieve what they wanted to achieve. So that's why it's really important to identify their needs and uncover their pain points. So when you recommend something, you tie it back to the change they wanted to make. Okay, so let's say, for example, you brought in another person and they took advantage of the first whole body cryo offer at $20, right? And this person, let's say they're an athlete, right? They never heard of your facility before, but we did find them, we did get them a voucher, they came through, they make an appointment and they came through the door. Now, the same process works for all kind of people. You just have to make it about them. Once again, I cannot stress it enough. When you make it about your prospects and your clients, you have higher chances to make your sale, especially if you know if you have clarity on your value ladder. Okay, so they come in, this one is an athlete, and you start educating him on whole body cryo and how it helps athletes. And so you asked him, you know, what kind of, how often do you work out? What kind of pain do you feel when you work out? Do you have trouble recovering? And let's say the person is like, yeah, I get chronic inflammation. Actually, it happened to me, and that's why I got into whole body cryo. I used to get chronic pain in both of my knees, especially the right one, because I had an ACL and meniscus surgery. And so basically, I started doing whole body cryo regularly to get rid of inflammation. And so when the athlete comes in and they tell you, yes, I want to get rid of my inflammation, I'm sick and tired of having chronic pain, I can't work out, I limp most of the time. So you listen to those pains, and then you tell them, okay, well, it sounds like you would benefit wildly from our whole body cryo membership. Since you work out regularly, then we're gonna move you to a whole body cryo membership. Okay, so that's for the athlete, that's for the person who had stubborn fat and wanted to lose it, right? So basically, you keep doing the same process. Let's do one more, okay? Let's say someone came in here and they just are, you know, they don't have enough energy, or they just wanted, you know, more rejuvenation, they wanted to feel more apt. The same process goes here too. You recommend whole body cryo, okay? If you know, someone came in, or you know, they tried whole body cryo and they wanted less wrinkles, you know. So from there, boom, less wrinkles. Okay, tell me a little bit about why you want less wrinkles. What does that do to you? Uncover the pain point, inflict the pain, and then at the end, the professional comes, which is you, and you recommend something based off of that. In this case, it will be cryofacial, right? If they have facial wrinkles. So you kind of get the idea here on how to basically start off by attracting people on a low-end offer, right? And then moving them up your value ladder, depending on the change they want to make and depending on, you know, the value that you're going to bring to them. Okay, so to be just to clarify, here is the low-end offer. We said that it's going to be a $20, right, just on average. And basically, before you get to the higher one, usually it's, you know, the cryo T-Shock package, or something like yearly membership, or something that's like $1,000 or more, right? That's kind of like the high end. This is the low end. And in between, you want to have a clear ascension model on how to move people up. So I want you to kind of organize your memberships into, you know, how many levels do you have, but as simple it is, the easier it is to move them through whatever they need to achieve, okay? So memberships and packages, They can be used I can't even talk. They can be used alternatively, right? So basically, the package here, it's going to be the highest one, and you can put it here for the package, and then we can focus on memberships here, right? Like a monthly membership, and they kind of pay you per month to come in and do a certain number of services, whether it's whole body cryo, whether it's cryo slimming or facial or sessions. So basically, my recommendation and suggestion to you today, if you're still watching this, is to basically pull out a sheet and piece of paper and draw out your entire, value letter, okay? And I might include a doc file for you guys so you can have something to go off of. You just basically plug in your services from the cheapest to the highest and organize the front end, the back end, and then in the middle you have memberships or packages, and then you can go within each membership and package. You can have a clear column of how much it costs, how many sessions per each, and so on, okay? And so why is a value ladder important? A lot of times people, especially, value ladder has been around for quite some time, but it's gotten a lot more popular recently when digital advertising and digital and online marketing became more mainstream, right? And basically, it's hard to sell your higher service levels to people who don't know you or never, heard of you, okay? And the more people know you, the more you're gonna make, the more you're gonna make money, right? Because if nobody heard of you, if nobody has heard of your, cryo facility, then it's really, really tough to even introduce them to what you do, right? So it's really important to have a value ladder and create an irresistible offer. That's why in all my trainings, in all my work that I do, I always, stress it, and I always focus on creating an irresistible offer, okay? And that's what we do for our students and clients. We create amazing campaigns that attract tons of potential clients. We call them leads, obviously. So they came in, and then once they come through the door, then we start introducing them to the higher service levels, okay? And this is the mistake that I see a lot of business owners make, okay? They attract a stranger basically to their new business, but they don't really apply these strategies. They don't really have a clear understanding on how to go from level 1, level 2 to level 3 to level 4. Okay, they make it all about their own business. The person comes in, they start telling them, okay, we have value, we have a whole body cryo, we have this, we have that. Which one do you want to try? Well, the person doesn't know. You are the expert. You are the business owner or the staff member. Your job is to add value to their life. And in exchange, they're going to pay you money. So you always have to lead with value, okay? Lead with the change, and lead with the change that they want to make. Make it about the prospect. Make it about them. And then you recommend something based on what they need, okay? So once you have clarity on all of your products and services from, the lowest one to the highest one, then the next step is to really get good at booking appointments with people on the phone, okay? I see a lot of business owners make huge mistakes here too. This is a little bit different than a value ladder, but I'm going to address it nonetheless because, a lot of times when you talk to potential clients on the phone, it's not only about making the appointment and telling them that, okay, you're going to get a discounted price on whole body cryo. No, that's not how you build value around your service. Again, the way to build value around the service that they requested is to make it about them and then recommend something that's going to help them change. And so when you do that, when you basically have a phone call and you talk to the people, you don't really jump in right up to, hey, thanks for requesting our voucher, let's book you for tomorrow. You have to build a rapport. You have to identify the change they want to make, and you have to make it worthwhile for them to come in. And to do that, basically, you have to create urgency by saying, hey, we only have limited numbers of voucher, first come, first serve. So we highly recommend you book the appointment as soon as possible. That's one, time sensitive, right? The second one is by listening to all their pains and telling you what they suffer from and the changes they want to make. Then you tell them, once you come in, we're going to introduce you to everything that you need to know about that particular problem, about that particular pain. We're going to tell you why that existed or how you can fix it moving forward. So first, you build urgency by making it time sensitive, scarcity and urgency by making it time sensitive. And the second one, you increase curiosity. Okay, that's a really important one. When you have someone on the phone and you want them to show up, you better not tell them everything on the phone. Okay, because otherwise, once they have all the information, then they can just talk themselves out of the appointment. And that's why I see a lot of times people blame leads or they blame the quality of the lead, when in reality, they should blame themselves because they did a poor job at talking to them on the phone. Okay, basically, all you have to do is build rapport, make it about the prospect. It's always about your clients. It's always about your prospects. And once you have a trained staff that's really, really thorough with every single step of the process, then it becomes a machine. Because on one hand, you have a lead generation machine that gets you highly qualified phone calls and people to book the appointments. And then on the other hand, you have yourself and your staff trained to take those people, introduce them to the facility using a compelling offer. And then from there, you don't have to pay any more money to acquire more clients for your memberships or to get more clients for your higher service level, okay? Because if you would have asked me if I needed to do a root canal with a dentist, I would have never gone to that one, okay? But now I am signed up with them and I have 6 months checkups. I already scheduled my cleaning. So now, because they brought me in with a free teeth cleaning, sorry, I meant to say whitening. I have my scheduled whitening. And because they brought me in with a free teeth cleaning, now I'm more likely to buy from them because they got me in, they built trust with me, I felt comfortable, and it was risk-free. Basically, it was a free teeth cleaning. Now I'm gonna do whitening with them still, okay? And the membership and continuity program is based on the 6 month checkup that I do, right? And I'm sure that eventually when I'm gonna need root canal, he's gonna take me up here and give me that service. But he only spent money once on advertising to attract a large volume of people using the strategy of a value ladder and an irresistible offer, okay? So basically, here's the thing. This is your first section of your service levels, right? This is the second section, right? That has memberships, and we also call it the continuity. The middle section of your value ladder, it's called the continuity, high end, low end, okay? So high end, excuse my handwriting, it's been a while since I haven't written. I hope you guys can see this really well. Tyler, can you just give me a yes if you're still here? If you can see the whiteboard, can you just give me a yes on the comment section if you're still here? All right. Anyways, you got the high end, the low end, and the continuity, right? And when you create an irresistible offer and you target strangers who are interested in the service, then you end up with a lot of potential leads, right? Potential clients, and there are leads, like tons of them, tons. An example of a latest campaign we've run in about, 45 days, a total of almost 500 leads. And out of those leads, we got, I have to look at the numbers, but basically added more than 80 new clients. And out of those 80 clients who came to the main offer, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? Some of them moved to the continuity program right? So now we have more people on this one, and then some of these took the high-end offer, right? So you get the idea here. You attract a lot of people for the front-end offer, and as long as you have a clarity on what the next level is, then you move them to a continuity program by offering memberships or packages based on their needs and the changes they want to make. And then from there, you move on to the next service that you have, the high-end service level. Okay? So basically, this is the framework and the process of how to use a value ladder and how to use one to increase customer retention and sales without spending any more money on advertising. All right, so basically that's the whole process there. And you know, like I mentioned earlier, I highly suggest having putting out a sheet of paper and just kind of going through your service levels and trying to organize them from low to high. And then once you start having clarity on that, then you move on to training yourself or you and the staff on how to book stellar appointments using, you know, persuasion techniques and psychology. And remember, you always have to make it about your prospect. Okay? So I hope you guys find value on this video. And if you have any questions, keep them. Just drop a comment in the video below, and I'll make sure I'll get back to you on that. Yeah, that's third live. I cannot be more excited. I'm happy that I hopped on today and give you guys a little bit of value here. So yeah, this is about to be the end. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.